If it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Live from the smartwaytobuy.com studios.
Jersey Joe on the radio, 7:43 on AM 970. The Answer. So Curtis Ellis is with us, and yeah, Curtis, great to have you with us, man. He is a senior policy advisor with America First Policies. Great to have you with us. You're down at the White House, but you spend most of the time in New York.
I sure do.
So here you are.
I don't want to get swamp fever. You know? No malaria. I'm malaria-free, Joe.
You got to get a vaccine before you go to D.C., man.
I mean, look, the only swamp I go to sometimes, because I came from there, New Jersey. You got a lot of swamp in New Jersey. Enough swamp in New Jersey. I don't need Washington.
The most valuable real estate in the state of New Jersey is the Great Swamp, right? By Harding.
Yeah.
Or do you have more billionaires in like a 2-mile radius in Harding? And it's a swamp virtually like that. You got to love that. But, you know, what we love about you, you've been on the show before. You go down to the White House. You come back on the show. Our friend Charlie Finch, our mutual friend Charlie Finch, listens all the time, and we appreciate it. And let me tell you, we talked off the air just now, and you're saying Donald J. Trump, he's going for it. He's locked in. He's not going to step away. He's not going to make way for Mike Pence. Donald Trump is running in 2020. There's not going to be, well, look, I've had it. I've rethought. I talked to Melania, and I'm stepping away. I've done as much as I can. He's going for it.
The more they fight him, the more he wants to fight back.
You're seeing that down there.
The more they throw at him, he's like Godzilla. You know, it's like the more they throw at him, the stronger he gets.
It is. Isn't that the funniest thing? And he's, great. You know what? And I can tell you that he's doing a great job, but they won't give him a break. They won't give him. Walk me through this, and then Frankie has some great questions. I got to ask you.
No, I'm sure Frankie's got.
He was so excited.
By the way, everybody should. You got to see this.
Very funny.
You got to see this guy Piscopo. I mean, you know, when Bill Paley ran CBS Radio back in the day.
Yes, the great Paley.
Before television, there was radio.
Yeah.
He required that everybody who came into the studio and all of his anchors had to dress in formal wear. They had to wear tuxedos to go on the radio.
Wow. Wow.
Well, Piscopo, I mean, Joe, you look like that. I mean, everybody, if you're driving and you're listening on in your car, pull over, get close to your radio, look real close, and you'll see Joe. He's got a tie. He's got a pocket square. He looks beautiful.
You as well, Mr. Ellis.
I dressed for you. I said, you shamed me last time. Last time I came in, it was snowing out. I was dressed. I had like full-body galoshes.
Galoshes never met.
And I come in here and Joe's got his tuxedo on. It's like
a tuxedo. Maybe I should do the show in a tuxedo. Remember those days, man?
Yeah.
You know, the last of that is in sports. You see all the sports players now. Hockey players always have a shirt and tie on. Is that funny?
Yeah.
You will see, especially under Lou Lamoriello. You know, the great. You see hockey, but you're right. No one dresses anymore, man. No one. Dresses. So when I come before this microphone and we represent Salem Media and we're the flagship station, I take it with respect. And it's respect for you for coming in and for coming back after going to the White House. Everybody leaves. You and Peter Navarro. That's it.
That's it.
The rest go to John Catsimatidis' show. It's like John Bolton's got everybody.
John Bolton.
Everybody goes
over.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Come on. Nobody else goes to Kellyanne Conway.
No respect.
No, not tell you. No respect at all. We're like the Rodney Dangerfield of news talk shows. Are we in a trade war, Curtis Ellis?
We've been in a trade war for 20 years.
Yeah.
Finally, we have a president who's going to defend us, right? I mean, that's the thing. China has. Make no mistake, this is a national security issue. China has deliberately set out to cripple the United States economically. Sun Tzu, classic Chinese military strategy, says defeat the enemy without fighting a battle. You weaken the enemy, so that they don't want to resist, and then you turn the enemy against himself. And so we've got all these people saying free trade is great. Oh yeah, we can't do anything can't put a tariff against China, even though they're putting tariffs against us because we believe in free trade. They have targeted our industries, key industries, to be bankrupted by their efforts. They have the government subsidizing their businesses, and we're competing with government-subsidized Chinese industries. No, that doesn't work. And so we've been in a trade war, and now finally our troops are coming to the battlefield. And people say, well, you know, oh my gosh, we're going to have to pay more for T-shirts, or we're going to have to pay more for a can of beer or something. It's like, well, what price would you pay to defend your country?
Yeah.
That's really the stakes
and
here.
isn't this a negotiating ploy?
That too.
The president goes,
Yeah.
boom, here we go. We're gonna put, and everybody, we love it because this is what he campaigned on.
That's right.
This is great. And then China goes, oh wow, we're gonna put tariffs on. And like Frankie said so astutely earlier, $3 billion. Of that's not a lot of money compared to in comparison of the multi-billion that we
They're
trade
hoping
with China.
to get all the farmers and the senators from the farm states to say, oh, President, you've got to stop this.
yeah.
We can't sell our frozen pork to China anymore.
Yeah.
We can't sell our dried fruits.
But and you'll know, you're on the inside, and I know you got to watch your confidences. You got to guard your confidences. But isn't this all negotiating that
Totally
will all work out?
negotiating. And look, this is what Adam Smith wrote about in The Wealth of Nations.
Good reference. Good reference.
He said, if they're putting tariffs on you, put tariffs on them. The threat of that will be enough to get them to back down.
Yeah,
and
Curtis.
That's the way it is.
Curtis
They need us more. They need our food more than we need their cheap T-shirts.
Does the president, and again, I know you're great because you don't talk. I love that about you. There must be some Italian blood in you, man. Does the president call President Xi and say, look, we're going to do a little stuff, or maybe as an aside, and to Vladimir Putin as well? Doesn't Donald Trump negotiate this way? Stay with me. It's going to get a little crazy, but we're going to play a little game, and then we're going to talk. I mean, that's
the way all government works. I'll tell you what. Anything you see on TV or you read in the paper, that's like the tip of the iceberg.
Boom.
There's
boom.
Like 7/8 of it's below the surface going. And look, who is the chief trade negotiator? This guy, Bob Lighthizer, not a household name. Yeah. This guy is smart. He was there in the Reagan administration when Reagan said, let's limit the number of Japanese cars that can come into the United States. And suddenly the Japanese start building car factories in the United States. It was Bob Lighthizer who made that happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. And before we let you go, Curtis, tell us about the caravan of immigrants coming from Central America. Where are they coming from? What are they doing?
This is a deliberate effort to destroy the whole concept of nationhood and borders. You've got the far left extremists who say, you listen to what these people say, we have as much right to be in the United States as anybody. This is crazy. Once they show up at the border, if they set foot on American soil, they're going to apply for asylum, for refugee status. And under the, treaties we've signed with the UN, the 1951 Convention on Refugees, then have to put them through the whole process. It'll take months and months because you were talking about the immigration judges' quotas. The backlog is so tremendous, it will take years for these people to have their asylum claim adjudicated, in which case they'll disappear into the woodwork. If they're really refugees because they fear persecution in their home country, they should be applying to Mexico. Why are they walking 1,000 miles to apply to the United States?
They
just want a job. They're just looking for a better job.
In all that I'm reading here, Trump administration set up quotas for federal immigration judges. It all just, correct me if I'm wrong, Curtis Ellis, it's a negotiating ploy. It's the president knows what's going on, so he puts a lot of these things out so everybody comes to the table.
Look, the immigration lawyers are gaming the system. You've got these far left lawyers, again, who don't believe in borders. They want everybody from the whole world to be able to come here and live here, right? And
for
stuff
votes.
the ballot
for
box,
votes.
right?
Yeah.
Stuff the ballot box. And they're doing frivolous lawsuits in the immigration courts. And now he's saying, judges, do your job. Clear this out.
Curtis Ellis, where can we find more about America First Policies?
AmericaFirstPolicies.org and on Twitter, America First POL.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for remembering us, man. Thanks for coming back.
Anytime.
Thanks for being on. Right, Frankie Five Boroughs? Thanks for showing up. The guy, he's a big shot down in Washington. He comes in here. Curtis, thank you, brother. God bless you, man. Great to see, and you look great as well. So, thank you.
Everybody knows this guy. No, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.